That's Mongar.
Person at the jail, please state your name for the record.
Robert Mongar.
This is case number 26-310OT, the people of the city of Cadillac versus Robert Daniel Mongar. Mr. Mongar, did you have the opportunity to meet with somebody from the defender's office today?
I did.
You also met with somebody from community corrections and gave them contact information. Was that information accurate?
Yes, sir.
I have a complaint that alleges that on or about January 31st, 2026 in the city of Cadillac, Wexford County, it is alleged that you committed the offense of operating while your license was suspended, denied, or revoked. That is a misdemeanor punishable by up to 93 days in jail and or a fine of not more than $500 and suspension or revocation of your driver's license. Do you understand those charges and the potential penalties?
Yes, sir.
Did you read and sign an advice of rights form at the jail talking about your rights to an attorney and your rights to a trial?
Yes, sir.
Did you understand those rights?
Yes, sir.
You do have the right to be represented by an attorney at all phases throughout this process. And if you cannot afford one, one would be appointed to represent you at public expense, but you may be required to repay a portion of that expense. Today, do you plan to hire an attorney, represent yourself, or request the appointment of an attorney?
That's the appointment of attorney.
All right, court will make a referral to the public defender's office for the appointment of an attorney, enter a not guilty plea, and will set the matter for a pretrial. That's where your attorney and the prosecutor will get together to see if there's a way to resolve the case short of going to trial. You also have the right to have a bond set. The bond is based upon the probability of you appearing at future court appointments, the seriousness of the offense charged, and the threat that you pose to the public. The counsel, looks like the defendant is still on probation under a 4A from November, and the praxis scores him at a risk level 1. Any comment regarding bond, Mr. Harrison?
I think he's a good candidate for PR bond. He's not a flight risk. He's from this area. He's lived here his whole life. He is in a stable relationship. I know that because I represented the other half of that relationship in a matter that eventually got dismissed.
Do you know why he's currently in jail?
Just on this,
Looks like he's got a child support warrant out of Monroe County.
out of where?
Monroe.
Monroe. Okay, I did not know that.
All right.
That
But
was
it's
taken
somewhat
care of.
academic.
I'm sorry?
That was taken care of this morning. I'm supposed to be going down there on February 12th to go meet up with the judge at that for all that as well. I talked to them at time at like 2 o'clock today or something, or 11:30 or something like that, I think.
Okay. Ms. Dull, any comment regarding bond?
Your Honor, considering the charge that this is, I would be okay with a PR bond. I will be contacting the probation office to see what we're gonna do with the deferral.
Right, yeah, okay.
All right, Mr. Mongar, I will release you a personal recognizance, which is your promise to come back to court. You are to appear as ordered, keep your contact information current, not leave the state without permission, and to commit no new crimes. I'm also going to order that you enroll in community corrections services. So at some point today, you'll be released from the jail. You'll need to come over here and get signed up for those services, all right?
Yes, sir.
And when I say over here, I mean to the courthouse.
Yes, yes.
All right, thank you. Next arraignment.
Thank you, sir.
My name is Barry Terrell.
All right, this is case number 26-325SM. The people of the state of Michigan versus Barry Ronald Terrell Jr. Sir, you met with somebody from Community Corrections Day and gave them some contact information. Was that information accurate?
Yes, it is.
And did you also get the opportunity to meet with somebody at the public defender's office?
Are you talking about the attorney?
Yes.
Yes, I did. Yes.
All right, I have a complaint that alleges that on or about January 31st, 2026, in Clam Lake Township of Wexford County, it is alleged that you committed the offense in count number 1 of stalking. That is a misdemeanor punishable by up to 1 year in jail and or a fine of $1,000 and up to 5 years probation. In count number 2, it's alleged you committed the offense of breaking and entering illegal entry without owner's permission in a domestic relationship. That is a misdemeanor punishable by up to 90 days in jail and or a fine of $500. Do you understand those charges and the potential penalties?
Yes, I do. Your
Did you
Honor,
read and sign an advice of rights form at the jail talking about your rights to an attorney and your rights to a trial in this case?
yes, Your Honor.
You do have the right to be represented by an attorney at all phases throughout this process, and if you could not afford one would be appointed to represent you at public expense, but you may be required to repay a portion of that expense. Today, do you plan to hire an attorney, represent yourself, or request the appointment of an attorney?
That young man sitting in there, I guess, I pointed to him.
Well, so what we can do is we'll make a referral. There's no guarantee you'll get Mr. Harrison, but.
Well, I'm
there-
saying, oh, I'm sorry.
Yep. So are you saying you want the court to request the appointment of an attorney?
I guess, I'm not sure how this works. I'm sorry. I've never been in here, so.
Okay,
I don't know how this works.
You've got a couple options. One is to represent yourself. The other is to hire an attorney. And the third is to request the appointment of an attorney. So which of those three do you want to do?
I guess, hire an attorney, I guess.
Do you have the
Oh,
financial
no,
means?
actually, I'm sorry. No, the last one, I'm sorry.
The request for an appointment of an attorney?
Yes,
All right, the court will make referral to the public defender's office for the appointment of an attorney. Enter a not guilty plea and will set the matter for a pretrial. That's where your attorney and the prosecutor will get together to see if there's a way to resolve the case short of going to trial. You also have the right to have a bond set. The bond is based upon the probability of you appearing at future court appointments, the seriousness of the offense charged, and the threat that you pose to the public. You know, historically, counsel, I show an assault charge out of, I believe it was Arizona from 94. The praxis scores him at a risk level 1. Any comment regarding bond, Mr. Harrison?
Indeed, Your Honor, he is gainfully employed here in town. He lives here now. He was born and raised in the great state of Arizona. He moved here in 2008 and has lived here since. He's not a flight risk. I think any condition, any other concerns the court may have can be more than adequately disposed of through reasonable bond conditions. He's a good candidate for PR.
Thank you, Ms. Dole.
Your Honor, although he has limited criminal history, that criminal history is assault in nature. In this case, the victim has contacted our office and she is seriously afraid for her life. This is resulting from a pending divorce. The defendant admitted to law enforcement that his sole purpose was to come over on this occasion is to physically assault the victim's new significant other. So their clearly probability of conviction is high. Additionally, I believe it was the defendant that sent a photo to the victim of himself in their, I'm sorry, if I may have just another moment.
Sure.
Inside of her garage. So the probability of conviction is high in this case. The victim is requesting, and I concur with her. She did state that the defendant has attempted suicide twice this month. So I believe at this point he has nothing to lose and she is afraid for her life. He contacts her multiple times. He leaves multiple voicemails. He follows her around. It got to the point where she put cameras all over her house and she put blankets on her window. She has a serious fear for her life. In this case, we're asking for a monetary bond. We also ask for a GPS tether in this case. He has contacted her multiple times against her wishes, has come over to the house multiple times against her wishes. So a GPS tether would ensure that he does not contact her or her house. She does have a young child living with her.
Is it a
So-
shared child?
Yes, it is.
That, Your Honor. I know these are misdemeanors, but these are serious misdemeanors, and we're asking for a monetary bond, 25,000 cash surety. We're asking for GPS, no contact with the victim, no weapons or firearms. And GPS tether to make sure he does not contact her. I know all of those things, if he wanted to, would not prevent him from going to contact her if he wanted to, but the more we can try to ensure that the victim is safe in this case, the better. Thank you, Your Honor.
So I noted it's just charged for the 31st, but am I correct in what you described? Was not a one-day event?
Correct. And that's why the stalking is in place, is that he contacts her constantly, comes to her house to the point where she's installed cameras to see where he is. And if he's at the house, they have a family plan with the child's school in case something happens. She has a plan with her family if something happens. And it's unfortunate that you have to get to that degree to try to do some kind of feeling of safety or protection. So his behavior is showing that this is not a one-time occurrence, and this is escalating to the point where he has admitted to coming to the house to assault her significant other.
All right, the court does find that the defendant presents as a threat, given the behavior that was outlined today by the prosecutor. Mr. Terrell, as a condition of your bond, you are to appear as ordered, keep your contact information current, not leave the state without permission, and to commit no new crimes. I'm also ordering that you not have any contact with Amy Terrell or the property located on South 41 Road, the address of which will be contained in the pretrial release order. You are not to purchase or possess any firearms or weapons, not to act in any threatening, intimidating, or harassing behavior, be placed on GPS tether house arrest under conditions set by community corrections. You are to sign up for community corrections services. Given the nature of the allegations, bond will be set at $75,000 cash surety. Based on what I know today, no, that's going to be a full cash surety.
Okay.
Your Honor,
Yes.
can we please add Roger LaRange as the victim? This is the one that he threatened to attack at the house.
All right, we'll also add Roger LaRange, is it?
LaRange.
All right. Mr. Terrell, no contact means no
Yes.
contact of any kind, not by phone, text, email, social media, or anybody acting on your behalf. If you are found to be in violation of any bond condition, you can be arrested without a warrant, brought back to jail, and you have your bond revoked. Do you understand that?
I do understand that, yes.
All right. If you do post bond, you'll need to come over to Community Corrections here in the courthouse and get your tether placed on you, all right?
All right, I'm not gonna be able to put that bond up, so.
Well, your
what do I
attorney,
do now?
your attorney will, once one is appointed, they'll be in contact with you and they'll know what steps to take moving forward.
So I
right.
still stay in, or what do I do now?
If you're not able to post bond, you'll stay in jail.
Until that's posted?
Yes. Or until there's a bond motion and the court makes another determination.
How much was the bond?
$75,000 cash surety. And
Okay, what is this?
corrections will be able to help you on that end.
Okay, what can I do today to get out? Is there anything I can do today to
You
get
can
out?
post $75,000 cash surety. That's what you can do today.
And I don't have that, so
Okay. Next arraignment, jail.